Welcome back. Today we have another betting video. I actually never do that type of intro, but today we are. We have Thursday Night Football, Lions versus Packers. If you're wondering why I'm at this setup and you didn't watch the NBA video, is because I'm in the office setup number 2. We have 2 different office setups. I'm in office number 2. As of right now, my house does not have Wi-Fi, so we're rolling with this for today. So if the video's out a little bit later, I apologize. I've been doing with a lot of fucking... if you just can hear, I'm sick. So I'm dealing with a lot of bullshit right now. But I'm trying to get these videos out for you guys. Thursday Night Football, we have a lot of action going on in a awesome game between the Packers and Lions. Packers, 8-3. Lions, I mean, you can't have a better team right now than the Lions are playing at right now. Both played last Thursday. Now they're going to play this Thursday in a heated matchup in Detroit. So we have to remember that dome. I saw a video, and maybe this is just me ranting for a second. I saw a video on TikTok of a guy like, dude, it's going to be heavy winds in Detroit. Oh, I searched it. I'm like, dude, they playing a fucking dome. Anyway, I digress. If you saw that video, you can relate. Anyway, so obviously we have a big game here. Jordan Love, Jared Goff. The more is the running backs is what probably everybody's going to be talking about. Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, and Josh Jacobs have probably kind of been the focal points of their team this season. But we're going to start with Jordan Love, right? Also, we're going to be taking all these plays on Underdog. If you're not on Underdog, use code BDGE when you sign up. It's $10 deposit, and you can get up to $1,000 in deposit match bonuses, depending on how much you deposit. So, yeah, and then you also, if you deposit $10, you get a free square. Jordan Love over half a yard or Jared Goff over half a yard. It's one of those two. I'll flash it on the screen for you. And, yeah, you'll be able to take advantage of that. But for now, we are going to take Jordan Love. It's X'd out right now, so I got to refresh it. But we're taking his passing attempts. I got it, 32.5. And we're getting it 32.5 here. We got him at minus 108 on FanDuel. So you guys can take him there as well. And I'll have all these plays out and everything for you guys in the Discord, so make sure you take advantage of that. He just got boosted up to 33.5. It'll probably go up and down all the time. But we like him at 32.5 for a lot of reasons. And the main one is here when we go to look at his plays. We go to look at his recent games, and it's pretty predictable when Jordan Love is going to throw for a lot. Obviously, big win Chicago, big win San Francisco, big win in Miami. Lost to Detroit, high attempts. Look at this. This is where I'm looking at. Look at his losses this season. And over the past 5 games of his career. Look at his losses this year. 34, 54, 39. Do we expect the Packers to win this game? No, you don't expect it. I mean, could it happen? Sure. If we go to look at the spread of this game and where the money is, you'd expect the Lions to come out of this as they are 3-point favorites. They're minus 170 money line. The money line is all with Detroit. That's where the money is right now. So that's where people are liking it. They also like the spread at the bottom here. If I could scroll the fuck down. Most people are taking the Green Bay spread, so I think it's going to be a close game. Over-under is kind of sitting in the middle there. But, yeah, this is going to be a hell of a barn burner. 51.5 is the total. I expect it to be a little bit more low scoring than that. But this should be a ton of pass attempts against a Detroit defense that has stunk at stopping quarterbacks. Obviously, Caleb Williams, last game, you came out, threw like 20 yards in the first half. We're all like, well, fuck. He's cooked. Comes out, second half, throws for like 250. It's like, holy shit, all right. Because this Lions defense is good when it can surprise you, but once you figure it out, you can figure it out pretty well. So that's what a lot of teams have done so far. Jordan Love, again, 32.5 pass attempts. Just feels too low for a guy that can sling the rock and is a true gunslinger like him. I think he easily smashes that line right there. Heading to our next play on Underdog. We're not doing anything Jared Goff related, but we are going to Jahmyr Gibbs. And on Underdog exclusively, it is 16.5 for the longest rush. Why does that matter? Because the more you get the low numbers on longest rush, the better it is, right? The only place you can get the longest rush right now at 16.5 is Underdog. I'm not making that up either. On every other book, it's like 17.5. I had to get it on books for 17.5. On Underdog, you can get it for 16.5. And this is why you like it at 16.5. He's crushed this at 16.5 in 10 of 12 games. Like he's at look at this. He just crushes it. 28 last game. The first game when he played Green Bay the first time, 18. In 2 of his 3 matchups versus Green Bay, 23 and 18. The past 2 times he's met up. He just continues to have these big break runs. He has the 3rd highest explosive rate in all of the NFL right now. And how it's not number 1, I really don't know. Obviously, Saquon Barkley is a thing, so that's probably how. But he's been insane. And again, longest rush, they allowed the 11th longest rush, most long rushes in the NFL this season of Green Bay. So you expect him to kind of crush this line. When you look at players that have played Green Bay, obviously it hasn't been insane. Devon Achane obviously stunk in the cold weather game in Green Bay. Christian McCaffrey obviously has not been himself this entire season, and now he's out. But DeAndre Swift, 39-yard rush. Jahmyr Gibbs, first time, 18-yard rush. Joe Mixon had a 32-yard rush. You kind of scroll back a little bit more, and there are some guys that have absolutely smashed this line. Jahmyr Gibbs, this has been a wagon play for us. We started betting this. We started betting this here. We're like, all right, let's ride it out. Tennessee at 70. They need 18. They need 20. Like, I think I've done this every single week for the past, 7 weeks. We've continued to just make money on it. Yeah, so, again, he's been an absolute wagon, and he should continue that. Again, they're one of the best teams run after contact as well. He should have a big break here against Green Bay, in home, in the dome. No weather concerns, so I expect a big day for Jahmyr Gibbs. Our next play is going to be Josh Jacobs to go under 16.5 rushing attempts. I got this under 17.5 rushing attempts on DraftKings. So make sure you take advantage of getting it there. Minus 120 odds, so you feel good about that as well. But, yeah, when you can get it at 17.5, obviously, again, this is the same thing like the longest rush. You want to get the best value possible. So 16.5 rushing attempts is fine, but you want to get it at 17 if you can. Obviously, against a Detroit team that allows the fewest rushing attempts per game, you like to lean into this lower for sure. Josh Jacobs, again, the first time they played, only had 13 rushing attempts. Obviously, the past 3 games, he's been killing it as they've been winning ball games. But as soon as they lose ball games, it doesn't look nearly as hot. Again, in the L's, not as many rushing attempts. You feel good about taking the under. Again, I don't want to say Green Bay's going to lose this game, but as I want Green Bay to win this game, but I have to be realistic here. In the wins, he crushes it. In the losses, he doesn't. I expect another loss here as Detroit has just been the best team in all of football. I don't care about Kansas City. I don't care about whatever. This team has been unstoppable in the NFL so far. So we're going to continue to crush this. As Josh Jacobs, again, fewest rushing attempts per game. 4th fewest rushing yards per game. Rushing long. Like, this is just an overall elite rushing defense. I mean, the last time they played, what was his rushing yards like? He had 95 rushing yards, just not a lot of rushing attempts. Damn. But we like the rushing attempts under at 17.5. Feel good about that. I think he's going to continue to crush this line like every other running back is going under this damn line. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all this red. Look at all this red. Fucking 3 running backs since week 1. One of those was Aaron Jones, who had a 12.5 rushing total. The only one that really hit over this was 17.5 for Joe Mixon. That's because he's an absolute workhorse this year. But, yeah, that's nuts. Even Kenneth Walker had a big day, only at 12 rushing attempts. Anyway, we'll keep pushing. So I like the under there for sure. Again, schematic-based and overall just narrative-based as well, as I think they're going to lose this game. The other one we like to play on Underdog Fantasy is the other running back. Again, very heavy running backs for us this week. And it is receiving yards for David Montgomery. And you're probably like, God, why the fuck would we do this? Well, low-key, Monty's been a really good receiving back, and getting his line this low feels fantastic. So far this season, when you look at Monty, where the hell? David Montgomery, right here. Receiving yards. Look at this. He's been crushing it the past few games. He's been using the screen plats. He's been using getting in just easy checkdowns. This team, 2 opposing running backs per game, allows the 5th most receiving yards per game to opposing running backs and the 7th most receptions to opposing running backs. Devon Achane just had a 56-yard reception. Christian McCaffrey had a 37, even though he looked like shit. And David Montgomery, the first time they played, a 23-yarder. Dearness Johnson at 14.5, his line was, and he had it hit over this with 20. James Conner had over 20. Aaron Jones had over 46. Tajay Spears had a 54-yard reception. Jonathan Taylor had a 32-yard reception. Obviously, Saquon Barkley. But his targets have been there, averaging almost 3 targets a game over the past 5 games. Like, you look at this, it's like, and his receptions are all 3 receptions for 3 targets because they're all checkdowns. They're all screen passes. So if he can see that, I absolutely love this mark for David Montgomery. I think he's going to be utilized in the air. And, hey, if they're losing this game, shit. Maybe he goes over again. But I don't think they're going to lose this ball game at all. But if they happen to lose it, you like it even more just to be more in the script there. But overall, these are the plays I absolutely love for Thursday Night Football. Jordan Love, Jahmyr Gibbs, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery. The ones I would probably pair would be Jahmyr Gibbs, and I would definitely pair that with Jordan Love, I think. I think those are the 2 I'd probably pair first. And then I'd probably pair Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, plus a Josh Jacobs, or if you want a touchdown score, something like that. If you want a touchdown parlay, just for a little bit of plus money, want a little plus ads, I like David, and I like Josh Jacobs again in the end zone. So if you could do them, combine them. If you want to just take this as like a little just plus money play, you easily can. And I think this is good value right here. So if you want to take advantage of that as well, be my guest. These are everywhere. We got it on Pickett. Again, Jordan Love, 32.5, under 17.5 for Josh Jacobs, over 14.5 for David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs as well. -110, -113, -20, -108. I'll have all these lines in the Discord. Make sure if you're not in the Discord, you join down below. It's absolutely free. I'll catch you guys next time. Big love, smoochies. Peace.